Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Beacon Pines. Last time we left off, we are all the way back in Chapter 3, because I made a different decision.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Alright, here we are. Okay, so this is the same stuff about jarring the massive jam. Need to get it delivered. That's what you and Rolla get up to. There's 2 batches of jam to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. These are the 2 people that you were working with that night you were talking to. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Mr. Nuncreed as well. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. What are you hiding in the jam, Gran? Is it a gun? Is it poison? Well, I doubt you'd poison your associates, but I don't know, I'm like, what are you hiding? Okay, so we've seen, yeah, so this is, I went with this ending this time, and now we gotta see what happens over here. Alright, just wanted to re-verify everything. So, you said baskets. So I guess I just have it on me, I don't have to actually search something? Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. What are you doing, Gran? This is probably rebel stuff? I mean, I'm assuming you're like a rebel group, but I don't know for sure. Okay. Sorry about yesterday, Roxy can be so annoying. It's just good to see you safe and sound, Rollo. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Yeah, no, there were necromorphs at the factory. Hello. Gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is that a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight. Not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright, Rollo, you dork. Bye-bye. So we gotta go deliver this to a few different people. What's up here? This is, where we started the game, basically. Can I do anything with this? No. I like this little tune we got playing, though. This is very happy. Extremely happy tune. And then this just says the same thing as it always does. The road.
The road leading
Yep.
sort of...
Uh-huh. Alrighty, so... Ooh, hello. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. Gone missing. Thought they sort of just wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luka. Even beetles.
Luka checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. Think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Oh god, am I gonna step on a beetle? Hello. You think jam would make good bait? Guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. I pulled up all kinds of stuff. And then yeah, there's Mission Control. Alright, are you sleeping? What are you doing? Tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Huh. I see. I will tell these jerks that however many boxes they pile up, you ain't moving. Is you're talking about the harvest people? These jerks, however many boxes they pile up, you ain't moving. Maybe they're trying to buy your land? Huh. That, or it's, cause yeah, we saw in the flashback with our father, we saw, like, the deed that was denied for Valentine. Or not deed, but, like, request for more land or something. Nothing to say to you. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. I certainly do like your reading. Can relate. Okay, nothing to say with you dorks. Alright, so we're mostly, I mean, I gotta check in with everybody, but it mostly seems like we're just taking these to the people that need them. Talk to you two dorks once I talk to Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Yawn. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luka, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yup. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, I came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Eris Valentine. And Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Alrighty. Interesting. Well, hello, Dawn. How are you? Or, not Dawn. You were... Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli, that's your name. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luka's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. May not even remember. You and her used to help out in the diner. Did I? See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama in the back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Oh, that would be adorable. Whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Break. Oh, we got a new one. Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luka shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have a name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
Tell your gran hello for me, Luka. Will do. There you go. Hello, Mayor. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that... Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. Really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. Never really chose any of this. More of a duty to my family. For our legacy. Sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Interesting, yeah, you're one of those people that's like forced into the family business, basically. Get back here and examine any of this stuff? Doesn't seem like it. You don't mind that I'm just walking behind your counter with this? Good. I mean, you never know where a charm could be hiding, so I gotta inspect everything I can. Is there anything? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I've investigated the bench and stuff before. Hello. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yeah. That's the news of the day. There was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. Readers are much more interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Jeez, you're very violent. Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Wow, yeah, he's really gonna want to work with you now. Asshole. Jeez, you think just because you're old, my family made this town, everybody's automatically supposed to care about you? Your museum sucks.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
You're like the bartender at the bar that just shines one glass. Hello? Yeep.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you?
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luka a little wink.
Jesus. I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course, of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Well, if nobody else made it obvious that this is not jam, you sure as hell just did. I'm like, what is this stuff? Is it laundered money? Like, gun laundered money? Like, I don't know. There's something crazy going on with this jam. I don't know why I walked into the museum. Please don't make me watch it. No! Alright, yeah, I had to sit through that again. Because, I was dumb enough to walk in there, but I was like, oh, maybe there's a person in here that I can talk to, or a thing I can look at, but no, it's just for the video. How do you keep the ice cream cold? Keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold cold? Look, Bert, you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Yeah, I got a lollipop. Who needs ice cream? Alright, did I actually talk to you, Mr.? Okay, I can't talk to you, Mr. Wilder. Alright, let's just get out of here. I got one more delivery to make. And then we all good. Yeah, you're the one who's all about my grandmama. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luka. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. But empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. I see. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luka. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, Man of Space Justice. Jace, no spoilers! Oh, sorry. My point is you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Yeah, just tell me the whole plot, why don't you? It's always the worst when people are so excited about something and they want to talk about it, so they just start going off, and then it's like, okay, well now I might not even, like, watch or look at the thing that you're talking about because I feel like I've been robbed of the intended experience. So you've done yourself a disservice and me. Good day to you. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luka, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luka for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. Guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luka.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Wow, you're really pushy. Ugh. Hey, Beck. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? Huh? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Alright, I'm on my way. I am the gone to your Killua. What just happened? Well, well. Mario, I mean, I knew we had to meet Beck somehow, right? Okay, so yeah, I was wondering because when you two showed up, it was like, oh, there are these two people that brought their kid, or they were talking about their kid or something, and then we meet Beck, and I'm like, okay, so that must be your parents. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luka.
That's quite the... Oh, yeah, they got you.
The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luka Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luka a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Always feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Well, darling, we never doubted you. Just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. Friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luka, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he'd love to. It's just... wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. No guarantees. So you don't want anything to do with me now, Beck, right? Wow, can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? There you one. My mom's great and all. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Maybe by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this old friend grift. Great, see you there. Alright, gotta meet Beck at the big creepy gate. I'm excited to have dinner with you and your moms. Let's see. So, well, we haven't really made a decision yet, so I guess there's not anything. Well, this is certainly a nicer way to meet... This is certainly a nicer way to meet Beck. The other way. And we're having a better outcome here. Hello. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. Huh, the festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. Where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit...
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
...is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown bandana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. You know, Jeff, fair. Alright, nothing else in there. So yeah, I guess I should just go to the Valentine estate now. Let's go hang out with our new friend. It's not a creepy gate, it's a beautiful gate. So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. Creepy kid in the vest. Sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. Mom says that it used to be way busier, back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone has mentioned this foul harvest thing. You all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. We really got roped into something, didn't we, Luka? So this is your cute little cottage. Yeah, I was wondering who was staying at this house. Most kids would have ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luka? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. I know I keep making the comparison to Killua, but now I'm like, oh man, Luka's kinda similar to Gon as well. The wholesome, like, happy-go-lucky one and like the kinda edgy one. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that. Yeah, they probably have disagreements about their work, right?
Beck took a long breath.
Based off of what we learned
and gave
earlier.
a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. Okay.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Moodwills.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luka finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So which one of you is the one that works at Perennial Harvest? Is it Nellie? So, Luka, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck? Manners? It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luka's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luka, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luka, this movie has us all a little tired.
Luka wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luka a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Pekin Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering, so Nellie is the one that works at Harvest. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luka glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luka, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best, and some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luka, How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luka glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luka wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for all the pizza. It really was good. Seems like there's some disagreements between Ilona and Nelly about how to properly garden, I guess, because it was mentioned one of them was a gardener, right? And I'm guessing that's Ilona, and Ilona's like, I want to do it the classic way, and Nelly's like, I want to do it the crazy scientific way by pumping the crops full of chemicals and all of that. So it seems like there's some disagreement there. Also some disagreements because one of them had to up and leave to move somewhere else to help the other one follow their dream job. See you at the festival, Beck. Flip the coin. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luka turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break or rumble. I'm gonna go for rumble. I like a good thunderstorm.
Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luka surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Well, not meeting Rollo. This is probably not good. Luka, Nelly will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Ooh, poke around. I gotta get new charms.
Luka squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luka adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luka wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
That's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an interesting experiment. Not something I would have ever thought of. Sounds like an experiment you would do in, like, elementary or something. Oh, wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. This is how we're going to communicate with you. Maybe. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luka flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. No. Yeah, the parent that's away at work all the time, and it's like, well, I can't be here for you, but guess what? You got a new Xbox! Alright, flowers.
Luka bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent, there we go.
Flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Well, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. And they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot? Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. A bit bummed about where Nellie's working. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. And you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luka, can I ask you something? Of course. Cool pose. Superman jump. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luka took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
Ouch. I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. You try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do you do? When you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luka let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
I'm not doing a feral scream that echoes into the night, I'm sorry. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks! I hate it! I hate that I hate it! Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Rawr!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Rawr! That was the best I could do. Wow, I actually feel a lot better.
As abruptly as it
Or a little
began,
better.
the storm abated.
Yeah, that storm went away. It was like, well, I'm not messing with those. Those kids are crazy. Thanks. Needed that. Me too. Should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luka, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luka a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Oh, what a cute little
Chapter
section.
5.
Alright, well, that's probably going to be where we're going to end this episode off, but that was a fun one, kind of getting to know Beck in a less crazy circumstance. Just kind of getting to know the characters and everything. How fun. So, alrighty. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Beacon Pines, and I'll see you next time for some more.